I don't get it. What do you mean? Oh, I mean, how's it possible that you don't like their lemon cake? It's amazing. It's perfect. How could you possibly not like it? Too sweet. There is no such thing as too sweet. Especially not when it comes to lemon cake. And besides, you always tell me that you love lemon cake. So, what's with the sudden change of mind? But this is your favourite bakery. Everything they have here ought to be your favourite. If they don't have the best lemon cake, then who does? Oh, really? I'm flattered. Well, I would be if I didn't know that you were just trying to bust me up so I'd make a lemon cake for you. But I suppose if you don't like their cake, then you wouldn't mind if I eat the rest of yours, will you? I have to say, the chocolate is one of their best. You made a very good choice. Hey, I was eating that. I mean, you said you didn't like their cake, so I was doing you a favour. Well, I'm sorry, but if you don't respect the superiority of their lemon cakes, then you don't deserve to eat any of their cakes. So, yeah. Fine, but only because I'm the only one whose home cooking can beat them. But really, their chocolate cake is amazing. I'm starting to wish I got that instead. No, the coffee cake is great. I just didn't realise I had a craving for chocolate until I had a bite of yours. Oh yeah, well, coffee cake is my favourite. Most of the time anyway. Apparently I have a particularly strong craving for chocolate today, though. Really? You haven't? Oh yes, you're missing out. It's really good. Here, try a bite of mine. Good, right? I told you, their coffee cake is the best. It's basically heaven on earth to me. And the crumbly stuff that they put on the top is addictive, isn't it? I think it's cinnamon, brown sugar and butter. You want to just share them both. And that way we get the best of both worlds. Stop, I'll get the theme song stuck in my head. Then, yeah, let's change the subject. How's your week been going? Yeah. Well, mine was about the same as ever. Work was good, but not good. My neighbours had a party last night, so I'm tired as hell. My apartment's a mess, because the vacuum broke and I have to wait until I get paid to get another one. Oh, and I, of course, missed out on our movie night. That was probably the worst of the bad things that have been happening to me. Yes, I had a date with that girl I met on Hinge. It was definitely not worth missing the movie night for. Absolutely not. No, it was terrible. I kept trying to start conversations with her, but she just gave me these short answers I couldn't really respond to. It was honestly the single driest, most boring conversation I've ever had or tried to have, and she refused to actually start a conversation herself. Oh, and then halfway through, she went outside to take a phone call for about 30 minutes. Yeah, like I said, it was bad. I ended up just asking for the check and leaving before she came back in. I meant to text you about it, but honestly, I was so tired from trying to carry the conversation that I just collapsed in bed. I swear, I got the best sleep I'd ever had in months because I was just so tired from how much of a workout that date was. Seriously, it was awful. Just like the last however many I've been on. I know, right? I'm just going on dates, trying to find someone that I genuinely want to be with. And it seems like I can't find anyone who's looking for the same thing. And it's not like I mind that we're looking for different things, it's... I'm just tired, you know? Asking the hard-hitting questions now. Yeah. It might have something to do with all that. It's just, they keep asking me, do you have a special friend? And when are you going to introduce us to your special friend? I know, it sounds stupid. Special friend. It's like I'm a kid with my first crush. I think they were trying to be subtle about it, but special friend is probably the least subtle term I've ever heard. They might as well just ask, so do you have a friend that you kiss in a romantic way? But I guess that's not as catchy. It does. And I can't convince them to stop, but the worst part is that even though it's annoying, it's more like I'm more annoyed at them for pointing it out than anything else. Because I do want to have someone like that in my life, but it just hasn't worked out yet, you know? Everyone I've gone out with so far has been either not looking for a relationship or someone I'm not compatible with, or yeah, basically it's been that they're not looking for a relationship or they're not compatible, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there are a couple others that they don't really matter. No, not really. It's nothing important. I promise it's something stupid. It really doesn't matter. You're not gonna stop asking until I tell you, are you? I should have figured. You're way too stubborn to let anything like that go. Yes, I'm calling you stubborn. Very stubborn, in fact. Yes, I am trying to change the subject. Thank you for asking. What do you think we should change it to? Fine. I was gonna say that the other reason I couldn't find anyone that would be in a relationship with me was because, they thought I already had a special friend, if you get my meaning. I know, it's not subtle at all. I don't know why I said it like that. So apparently, when I was talking to them about friends and hobbies and what I do in my free time, they thought I was talking a bit too much about my friends. To be specific, they thought I was talking a lot about one of my friends, or as one of my dates put it, the friend I clearly have a crush on. She just wouldn't stop insisting that it seemed like I was trying to ignore my feelings. It was very, very weird. Yeah, actually it was the date I went on this week. They decided pretty quickly that I wasn't interested in them because I mentioned that I like hanging out with you more than anyone else. I mean, just because I prefer being around you more than anyone else and had a crush on you for a while doesn't mean that I'm, yeah, but you knew that. We both had crushes on each other before. But apparently, my dates thought that we still did, or at least that I still did. Well, maybe, it might not be that far-fetched if you want to know the truth. Listen, this is something I've been thinking about, and it's time I got the nerve to tell you. So, like I told you, I've been looking for a deeper relationship for a while now. I want to actually be with someone, and a little while after I started going on these dates, one of them pointed out that I talk about you a lot for someone that isn't romantically involved, and at first I kind of laughed it off. It seemed a bit silly, but after we had those crushes on each other so long ago, the more I started to think about it, the more I started to think about you and me and us, I started to think about how well we get along and how much I like spending time with you. And then I started wondering what it would be like if we were to push our relationship a little farther. And first I just thought about hugging for a bit longer than I usually do. And then I thought about holding you, like pulling you close during movie night and staying like that. Then I wondered about how it would feel to kiss you and to feel that connected to you. And ever since I started thinking about that, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. You've been on my mind almost constantly, and I honestly like it. I like thinking about you like that, in a romantic way. Feeling like this for you feels more natural than it did with any of the dates I went on, and I don't really want to feel like this for anyone else. I actually deleted all those apps because I don't even want to think about dating anyone else. After that date this week, I knew that I couldn't really find anyone I wanted to be with more than you. I guess what I'm saying is that I have feelings for you. I have a crush on you again. Are you gonna say anything? Well, that's not what I expected. You're smiling at me, like a real smile. Yeah, obviously I'm smiling. And you're smiling at me, as though you're going to say that you want to date me, too. So, of course I'm gonna smile. Are you gonna, say something, or, like what? What do you want me to ask you? Really? You're gonna make me ask that? Alright, fine. Will you, my dearest best friend, do me the honour of being my special friend? Well, that was maybe the least romantic way to ask someone out, ever. Oh yeah? What are you gonna give me in return? Now that's a trait I could get used to. I think we're getting some looks from everyone here. Why don't we go for a walk in the park? That way we can sneak in a few kisses on our date. this is a date. What, does going to the bakery and then walking through the park not sound like a date? Exactly. Now, come on. Hold my hand and let's get back to our date. Yeah, I want to hold your hand. I have a crush on you. Holding your hand is the first thought I have every single morning. I'll give it. Wait, one more thing. Give me one more kiss and then we can go. Perfect. Now let's go. Our date awaits.